Hi Jasmine, this is your July 16th day. Number one, done any volunteer work? Um, let's see, when I was really young, I attempted to volunteer at a hospital to do a library, some kind of a thing where you deliver books to the patients' rooms. I can vaguely remember what was all involved with that, like whether you could read to them if they wanted, or, But, so they had an orientation day or half a day or something, and you learned about patient contact, they had some kind of a handout they gave us, and then had like some kind of powder on it that people, supposedly, I guess we didn't, it wasn't something you could see. It was like really fine dust, and then later they asked us to stand in front of this mirror with a special light, and it showed where people had touched their face in different places, and it was to emphasize the fact that you need to be careful with the patients, and in between, going from room to room, and washing your hands between the patients, and I think wiping down the books, because they must have had some kind of a plastic slip cover, and then you're supposed to wipe that down. I don't know, I can't remember I don't know how the individual pages would get cleaned, so I don't really remember how that worked, or what the hell, because they don't do something like that now, of course. I don't, it was very odd. Anyway, I ended up, and they also took us around to a little bit. Somebody would take you to the different room, a couple of different rooms to see how it went. And I remember I just felt really sad and anxious about it, the patients and why they were there. And I just got a lot of sadness from just visiting. I don't know, maybe it was maybe stuff I projected, but I think it was, a lot of it was people there aren't always happy, and they had anxiety, and I don't know, it just seemed like I was kind of overwhelmed emotionally by it. So I decided I didn't want to have, patient contact. I asked them if there was something else I could volunteer to do. And then they sent me to, the next day they sent me to an administrative building, and it was to do, contact patients about, who had like a payment plan, and they weren't making their payments. So yeah, that was really sad and depressing, and I didn't want anything to do with that. So that was my stint at the hospital. Number two, best compliment you have received by anyone. I don't know. I've had people say things, things like, you're a wonderful artist, you're a wonderful person, you're very patient, you're the most caring person, all this kind of thing. But I guess, a lot of people get that, right? I don't know. I got one that was something like, what was it? It was way back, and we were friends, and he was heterosexual, and he said to me that if I was a woman, I would have been, a perfect mate for him. So I don't know if that's, I guess it's a compliment, right? He meant it as one. And so, yeah, I guess maybe it's the most unusual anyway. Do you carry a donor card Um, no, I did, and then when I got diagnosed with my hemochromatosis, the next time it was, you renew your license every 4 years here, and so I remember I thought, well, I won't want my organs, so I just didn't re-up or whatever it was. I don't remember how that worked, but since then, I think I've had another driver's license renewal and I didn't do it. And then I might be due for, next time when I have one, I suppose I could because, I mean, as it turns out, thank goodness, it's not all my organs that are, it's mainly the spleen and the liver, and otherwise everything else at this point is, could be, I guess, used by someone else. I don't. It's kind of weird to say it. Okay, so I should probably reconsider. Probably should just do it, and then if they don't find anything they want, they don't have it, I guess. For how good a cook would you say you are? I don't know, actually. I haven't really, I mean, in the past I've made, a few things for friends and family, but, and as far as how I feel about a cook, how I am for myself, these days I just, I find it, I don't like a lot of prep work. I don't like a lot of cleanup. So then I just really, the most simple recipes are the best, and most people could follow those. And so I would say I don't have too much experience with cooking. So, I mean, I do, but not with like things that are more complicated. But yeah, I can do some sauces, soups, stews. What else? Without like a recipe book. But then I guess maybe a lot of people can. So I don't know where I stand in that, but so these days I just do a lot of steaming of vegetables, and I eat a lot of fresh fruits and stuff like that. 5, what scares you about aging? A lot of things. Losing my memory, pain and not being able to communicate it because maybe you've lost your memory and you can't explain well. Because I see my mom not being losing her memory. She doesn't seem to be able to explain things very well when you ask her because of the memory loss. It's like, and of course, so I don't know. Pain, being alone, lonely, being, as you age, if you're fortunate enough to live long enough, I guess it's more of a problem for people like that, and I don't know if I'm going to be that kind of person, one of those people. You can, you have to make new friends. So, and that's not something that's been easy for me in my younger days, so I don't know how doing that as you would age out would be any easier. It might even be harder. And it's harder to find, people with your, interest. And if you're gay, then how do you find people that, I guess you could try and find a gayer community that would have more people would, sensitive to my situation, or anyone who's gay. So I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of things that scare me about aging. So, I'm glad you're back. Yay! So, till next time, no pressure to say next, I won't say next week. So until next time, take care and bye.